Okay, hi. After Christian got home on Sunday, we decided to go to a local gay pride event. It's Gay Pride Month, yay! So the local town here celebrates Gay Pride every year, and for the last 3 years, they had this event, and we went. And I'm not talking like New York City people. It's not a city. It's really nothing. It's a small little town that you basically drive in and out of. It's a really nice town, really, really nice. But every time they have a gay pride event, it's more like all lesbians and like five gay men. I'm exaggerating there, but I'm telling you, it's all it is. So anyway, we get there and we have to walk up this hill to go meet our friends because they didn't meet us where we told them to meet us. So we walked up this hill, and in front of us were two hippies. I know we're not 1975, but you know hippies still exist apparently in this town of New Paltz, New York. Look it up. And these two young people were hippies, and they were, decided that it's against nature and against hippieism. I mean, against the establishment to wear deodorant. So they decided to smell. And one particular guy decided that it was against shoes too. So he wore a black and red sock that had holes in it. And every time we walked behind them, a nice breeze would come down and let me smell him. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture of that. So we finally got uphill and we went to the middle school where they were all congregating, and we listened to some nice older lesbian from the group of OLOC, older lesbians out country. I don't know. It was something about older lesbians over 68. And so she sang us a song, which is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. And then some guy tried to sing. While we were standing there, we were kind of stalked, I guess is the way to say it. Yeah, we were stalked by this really, really creepy guy. And he was really interested in one of the people in our group, and he kept staring at us, and I knew him from college, and he's kind of crazy. He's one of those gays that are hopeless, that you just want to be friends with, or you try to be friends with, that encourage them that life's going to be good for them when you realize in your head it's not going to be. And they're hopeless in life, and they're probably going to commit suicide after killing somebody, or at least just kill somebody. That's what crazy people do these days. Anyway, so the entire time standing in this parking lot, he was watching us and followed us around, and then some good looking guy came by and was walking. He literally ran behind him like a puppy dog. It's very sad. And so people were inviting us to march in the parade, and I don't do that. I don't care about parades. I don't want to be in a parade. I don't know any of those people. So I was like, no, no, no. So we all had to walk down together and watch the parade. I'm going to show you our Grand Marshal now. Our Grand Marshal was not stellar like Paris Hilton or anything, but, I guess he's nice. I was just hoping he wouldn't die. I think the guy on the stairs was an unsuspecting straight person. And just for fun, this is a picture of the guy who was stalking us. So we're sitting on the street with like 5 of our friends. We're sitting there and all these things are going by and people are like, woo, woo, having fun and stuff. And for some reason, they're throwing these beads at us. I don't know if they got confused and thought we were Mardi Gras. At one point, Christian lifted up my shirt to get beads. I didn't get any, so that was a blow to my self-esteem. But anyway, they were chucking these beads at people, and it hit my friend Ryan almost square in the face. But then these two children come by, and they like throw Snickers bars at us. And one falls on the ground, and of course, to make children realize, that they're good people, I guess, and to bolster their self-esteem, so one day when their dreams die around their feet and they're knocked up by some alcoholic druggie who they met in juvie, you have to eat it, to be nice. So Christian was like, oh, I'm not eating a Snickers bar. He doesn't sound like that, but he does in my head when he says silly things. And so I ate it. It was nasty. I was like, oh, good, it was really good, thank you. And I'm like, God, go away. You're gonna get knocked up in 5 years and have like some like raging alcoholic child of your own. And then behind him, there's these guys in a van. Granted, they're a little bit older, but they weren't old. They were just older. 50s, 60s, whatever. And they had those sweet tart things, those sweet tarts that are in a roll. They have them, and they're giving them out. Okay, this is how they gave them out. I swear to God. I swear to God. This is me in a car, and like, okay, my sweet tart, and I'm like, ugh. Like, literally, they threw them in the ground right beside the truck. They didn't even throw them at the crowd. They didn't even throw them anywhere. They were just like, ugh, I don't have the effort to do this. This is like a sport. They don't sound like that, but I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. So we're sitting there, and then we get these fine ladies who decide to sing us a song. Impeach! Yeah, that's all they sang. They just kept tapping their drums and kept saying, impeach. Okay, well, great song. They sang more later, and that's coming up. That's exciting, isn't it? Okay, so we decided to walk down the hill and go to the little Peace Park or Friendship Park. I forget what they call it. Anyway, it's some hippie thingamabobber. Whatever. So we go down there, and there's supposed to be this big celebration with booths and stuff. Okay, there's like 8 booths. And everything is more ironic than the last. First of all, once you come in, there's a booth to your left. That's the booth against women violence. You know, men beating women and stuff. Yeah, they didn't have a single woman behind the booth. It was all men. I thought that was irony. You know, what a bunch of men are going to be like, don't beat women. And they're like, oh, isn't this against women's violence? They're like, yeah, like, where are the women? They're off getting beaten. That's probably what they're going to say or something. I don't know. So go around, and there's t-shirts for sale, and then there's like a platform for our big old guy, the Grand Marshal, was starting to decide to talk, and he spoke about kittens, Hitler, something. I don't know. He mentioned kittens and cats and gay people and more about his cats, and I think he thought he was at a kitten convention. I wasn't sure. I think he was just a little senile. But anyway, he mentioned the word gay once in a while. He was like, blah, 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 gay, blah, 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 kittens, blah, 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 gay kittens. And I'm like, oh, your kittens are gay. How cute. And so we're standing there with my friends and with Christian, of course, and we ran into some people I knew, and everyone who came up to me, they're like, oh, hi, Sean. I'm like, oh, hi, this is my friend. This is my husband, Christian. And they're like, oh, hi. Then they walk away, and Christian's like, how do you know him? I'm like, I'd rather not discuss that. How do you know him? I'd rather not discuss that. And he's like, how do you know him? I'm like, I may have made out with him at some point in my life. I don't know. Then we walk 2 feet, and someone would be like, oh, hey, Sean. And they're like, how do you know him? And I'm like, I'd rather not discuss it. You make out with him, too? No, I did more than make out with that one. And then I saw 2 guys across the way, and they waved at me, and he's like, do I even ask? I'm like, a little bit more than making out with them, too. So, for, like, the last part, I felt like a complete whore, but I was standing next to a porn star, so I felt better. Yeah, he's really nice, and I'm not going to say who he is. Some people already know, I know him, but he's a porn star for Falcon, and I kind of looked at him and I was like, well, you know, at least I haven't had 2 penises in my mouth at the same time. Of course he gets paid for it, whatever. I need to, like, justify things. I got beer out of it. I like Heineken. They bought me Heineken. Some of them didn't have to buy me any. Okay, I'm a whore. I was. Ring on finger. Ring. Vows. I can't put that on here. Anyway. So we walked around, looked at the booths, saw some friends, and then decided to go away because it was about to downpour, rain, and it downpoured quite a bit, I believe, at one point. Or maybe it didn't. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a lot of fun. Those ladies in white decided to sing again. They sang some African tune or Portugal tune or Spanish tune. I don't know. It was something of the language, and I was like, oh, well, at least they didn't do dance music, because that's what we thought they were going to do. So that's it. That's Gay Pride for me. I'm probably not going to New York. Going this weekend to Virginia, which is exciting, and I'm going to see my friends Seth and David. And I'm excited about that. And we might go see his family because Christian had a scare in his family, and he might want to go see his grandfather. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to, you can press the subscribe button. I have 6 people who are pretending to like me. I'm trying to be more entertaining, trying to think of stuff. If you want to comment. Ask me questions, I'll answer them. I'm an open book. Really, I really am. Sad. I read in somebody's like profile recently that if you want to be a writer, you have to be open, and I find that to be true. I'm open about everything. I don't care. I'll answer any question on earth. So subscribe. I'll try to be more entertaining. I'll try to give you more. Have a great day. Bye-bye.